Kathleen and Josiah,
Hi.
we are in rural Missouri. You're living in that RV behind you with your son and your grandson, and you're homeless. And the RV hasn't had electricity for a long time. You just got electricity and no water, and it's all because your house burned down.
Yes.
What's it like surviving out here?
It was pretty rough. It's just been pretty rough. And living in an RV, as anyone imagines, it's a vacation atmosphere. It's not meant to live. So you got small contained areas. So, and with 3 people, we get on each other's nerves. And thanks God, there you can take a walk and do stuff. The water's been the hardest. To live without water is just awful. And if anybody could think of not having going to the sink and just washing your hands, you know?
Well, you said living in an RV. Well, this is not just an RV. It's an RV without
water. The necessities.
The necessities people take for granted.
Right. Like we had a generator.
Yeah.
That was averaging about anywhere from $130 to $150 a week, depending on the weather,
and
depending
gas.
on a lot of stuff. And when I ran out of money, I ran out of money.
Right.
It's just, that's the way it went.
Now, Josiah, you're in school.
Yes.
So you get out of here and get to go to school
Yes.
every day. Bus comes, picks you up.
Yes.
That's awesome. And so the 3 of you live here, and you've lived here ever since your house burned down.
Right.
Yes.
And it was in the wintertime,
Yes, February 8th.
and that must have been horrible.
Yes.
Yes, Josiah was home from school. He was sick that day.
Yes.
And I was making, it's called puppy chow in the kitchen, and the alarm went off. And I went to the other room. He got his dad out of the RV because he was staying in an RV because we had just finished with a flood a year before. And he called 911. I tried to throw fire or flour on the fire. It won't go out.
Flour on fire just makes it worse, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know that.
Right. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
I was panicked.
I was panicked. He came out. We had 2 fire extinguishers. Both of them did not work. He came to the side of our well here, and that water was frozen. If we could have just got that, we could have saved. The add-on room would have just had it. I would have had half a house left, at least
Okay.
something to rebuild.
Yeah.
And you got some insurance money, not much, but you just used it to survive.
Right, it was forced placement insurance, and I didn't know this at the time. I had not $1 of contents. So my grandson, my son, all his father's tools, everything, because he's in heaven, they lost everything. We lost everything other than what could have been in the garage, which normally you don't keep your prized possessions in the garage.
Now you're retired?
Yes, I'm retired, disabled. I've been for 8 years because of a spinal condition.
And you've worked most of your life?
Yes, most of my life, 2 jobs,
Oh, wow.
and then I took care of the elderly and cleaned houses on my days off. And his father died 5 days before his 45th birthday, and I had 2 children. So
Gotcha. And your son can't work? He's got mental illness?
he suffers from mental illness with stress of his life, and the past 3 years have just been very detrimental to his well-being.
No. You've gone from crisis after crisis. You had the flood.
Yes.
Did the water come up to here?
Yes, we had 13 inches in our house.
Oh my gosh. And then it burned down, and now you're living in an RV without any of the basic necessities.
Right.
Oh my gosh. So who's helping you?
Well, I met a man, Paul. That's been the only person because, right after the fire, people wanted to get you this, get you that. And I said, I don't have nowhere to put that. Now, when we rebuilding something, then I'll ask for help. So I haven't asked for anything.
Yeah.
And I'd like to, I'm just begging, whether it be a A-frame or just a house, just 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a kitchen, and something before winter. I would love, I don't know if there's an architect, builder that has art that wants to give or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm asking for help now. because I do need it.
And you've owned this land, your family's owned this land.
For about 23 to 26 years.
Wow.
I'm not too sure about, that, but it's been that long. Yes.
Right. Josiah,
Yes.
what do you do for fun out here?
Play baseball, cut the grass and stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Work around the house?
Mhm.
Help your grandma?
Yeah.
How about the dirt bike?
Oh yeah, and I have a dirt bike.
Oh, wow. Gotta be safe, though.
Mhm.
Because you guys are out. The nearest grocery store is how far?
Probably about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad. I know when we were driving out here, it was like, oh my gosh, this is really rural.
Right. But if you come the other way, you're 11 miles from some places, 15. So it might
Right.
take you 20 to 30, depending on traffic and lines. But
Ever thought of leaving here, or is it because, you have so many roots here?
I want to stay here. I only own 2 houses. This was my second house I bought. It was almost paid for. And I want my son or my grandson to graduate from Orchard Farm School District. It's a wonderful school. And he always wants to be a farmer, is what he's always said. But I'm home, Even as we suffer, I'm home. And that means that people don't understand. Why don't you just leave? Go get this, go get that. But I want to go home, So I'm going to build something, with God willing, something that we can live in. It's the way I want to do it.
So, Josiah, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Get a home here. Get water and stuff. And
Goodness.
You get one more.
mhm.
What would it be?
Make a video game room.
There you go. And you, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
It would be a home, so my son can start healing. And so I can quit worrying about my grandson. I just want a home. I just want a home. I don't want to have to worry about water, where to put the RV. Is electric going to go wrong? Is somebody going to come and steal my cords, It's always a problem. With my
Right.
home here, I felt safe. In the RV, I'm a little bit more cautious.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
I see the bugs are coming out.
Yeah.
We're all,
Mosquitoes are terrible.
yeah. I forgot what it's like in rural Missouri.
It's very peaceful here, and I thank you, Mark. And I thank anybody that's willing to help or do whatever. But the next time you go to your faucet or you flush that toilet, just think if you didn't have that. Because I didn't understand it. 5 days ago, I went to a lady's house, and she said, "What are you doing my dishes for?" And I said, "You don't understand how good it feels to go to that sink and turn on that water. You don't miss something you got right now, That's what I can't tell people, and that's why even my daughter gets mad at me, because leave here. But this is home. My mother passed here, my best friend did, and I can't leave.
Yeah.
I decided I'm staying. So thank you, Mark, and everybody have a blessed day.